Assalamu alaikum. This is Mohammad Rameez and you're watching Flutter Fluency. So today we are going to talk about stack widget. So what is stack widget basically? So stack widget is a kind of widget. If we see here, so we have a stack widget. Okay, so this is a really cool widget which we can use to build really awesome UIs. Okay, because widget can empower us to show uh, anything, any widget on upon any other widget. Okay, so it's kind of z-axis alignment. So if you have any widget on your bottom, and you can show another widget on the top of your previous widget. Okay, let me tell you how what I'm talking about. So let's suppose you have a container, because in the previous video we have discussed what is container and how to use the container. So let's add a container first. Change the width of this container to 100%. Now I'm gonna add the padding of 20 pixels. Okay, so yeah, so this is my container basically, and I'm gonna increase the area. Let's suppose 200, not 200, maybe one. So yeah, 180 is fine. So we can add the curve border radius for this container. So let's talk about this curve, and let's change the color with the primary, and 20 pixel 20% of the opacity. So yeah, my container is now ready, and what I want is that I want to show an image, a circular image here maybe. Okay, and I want to show some kind of text here, and then I want to show the text here, and there we have a button. Okay, so let's suppose I want to do this thing, although this thing is also possible using column widget. So let's suppose I'm gonna add a column into the container. So now the column is added, and within the column I can simply add or insert my row. Okay, and within the row I can add my circular image. Okay, and I'm gonna change the size of this image, and maybe we can add the padding of column to 12 pixels. Okay, and then I'm gonna add my text, insert widget text. Okay, and here we can simply add image item spacings, and here the color would be primary. Okay, and we can simply copy or duplicate this thing, control D, and I'm gonna make it to end to end, and remove this image text, and now I'm gonna add my button and make it to end to end, which is space between. So basically this is also possible using this kind of thing, but what because obviously the container takes childs. Okay, container itself have a property to have childs. Okay, but what about if you have any kind of widget that does not take any child? Let's suppose this image. Okay, so image widget does not take any child. If I am gonna drag button and drop it into the image, so it will not add on image. Okay, it will not add on image. Let's say if I click here, so you can see that there isn't any option to insert a widget when I click on circular image, but when I click on container or column, so you can see it's insert widget option. So the stack widget helps us to show some widget upon those widget that does not takes any child. Let's suppose the image. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this widget. Let's suppose I want to show an icon upon this image. So I'm gonna wrap this widget with the stack widget. So now stack widget is wrapped, and now I'm gonna my stack widget is selected, and now I click here, and you can see that's insert image. When I insert widget, when I insert any widget and select any widget, let's suppose icon. Okay, so let's suppose this widget I have selected, and this is on the topmost. If I want to make it to the center, so what can I do? I'm gonna click on my stack widget, because stack widget can take contains two widgets. This is my primary widget. If I show you in the builder, so you can see that this is my stack widget, and stack widget is just like the same column and row. It will take multiple childs, list of childs. So you can see that this is first child and this is second child. The uh, below ones comes into the front side, and above one comes into the bottom or back side of the image. or any widget. Okay, so if I want to make these two widgets, this icon should be centered into this image. So what can I do? I'm gonna click on stack and default child alignment to center. When I click this, so you can see that it's now centered, and now I'm gonna change the color to this, and maybe we can say that the icon should be upload. Okay, so maybe an upload, yeah, like this. So maybe if you want to show this kind of thing, and user click on this upload button, so you want to upload an image, so you can also do this thing using this. And I'm gonna change the color to grayish, so now it's look more good. And now I'm gonna change the opacity of this image so that it would look more genuine. Yeah, no, something more, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, that's how you can simply manage the thing. And let's see any other example. So stack widget is a really cool widget. You can also add anything, any badge or any kind of scenario, any kind of widget into any position upon the widget. Okay, so let's see any other example. You can also use stack widget in your app bar. Okay, so how, what I mean is that, let's suppose I'm gonna add my image or this specific, I'm gonna drag this circular, not drag this circular, but the whole stack widget. You can see that I'm gonna drag the stack widget and drop it into the, into my, let me add an image first. So you can see image is added, and the width is 80, and height is also 80. No, not 80 but 40. Okay, so the image is also added, and yeah, okay. Okay, so this is my image. Let's suppose this is my image, and I'm gonna wrap now stack. You can see the stack if I show you there. So image, wrap widget with the stack is now wrapped, and now you can simply add any widget you want. Maybe if you want a list of widgets upon your wrap widget, so you can simply add like if you want to show two widgets on this image, so you can add a row or column depending upon the alignment you want. So let's suppose I want to add two widgets, so I'm gonna add row. So row is added on my image. Okay, so right now row is taking a lot of space, which is totally fine. If you click here, okay, so which is totally fine. So you can simply start adding two icons. So you will be able to see when you add an icon, so it will be reduced. So icon first is added, and this is like this, and I'm gonna change the size to 12 now. So the icon one is on the leftmost side, and I'm gonna duplicate this icon, and this icon would having a right side. Maybe we can say choose the icon of right to this one. Okay, so yeah, any icon you want. And now the row is, you can see the row is basically this amount of area. So I'm not able to make it to the side by side of both side of this container. Reason, obviously, because we don't have any specific area for this specific row, which I told you in the row video. So row only take the space that you gave to the row. Okay, so it will not take any space by themselves. Okay, so if you want to add any spacing, so you can simply use item spacing to 12, and now it's side by side. Okay, so yeah, you can see that we have wrapped two icons, two images, or on one image. Okay, two icons on one image. So let's see any example of stack widget example, and let's see how we can create stack widget example stack widget example. So yeah, this is a really simple example. You can add more widget upon everything, but I want to show you a real-time example basically. So this is simple thing. So let's see how we can do this thing. So this is a real-time example. I want to show you real-time example so that you will be able to see how you can use it in your real time. So that's why my focus is on real-time examples. Okay, so let's see how we can create this thing. This is a really cool example. So first of all, what we want is that the background color should be this grayish. So I have a color picker, so I'm gonna pick my color so that we can create the real time the exact same. So I'm gonna pick this color. Okay, and now I go and copy the color code and go back to the screen, and I'm gonna remove this thing because we don't want. And now the primary color should be this. Okay, so the bottom layer is now done. Let's talk about the the upper layer. So the upper layer is this black tone. Okay, so we are gonna use the black color, and on the black color of this thing we will be having multiple. So let's understand what we need to do first. Mm, okay, okay. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna add, obviously we are gonna add the black layer first. So I'm gonna add my this is my column which is edit. So I'm gonna remove my column because I don't want, and insert in the yeah, okay, so in the stack I'm gonna insert my container, and container will take my 80% of area. Okay, not width would be 100%, height would be 80%. Okay, so let's say 75%. Yeah, this is fine. And the color would be black, jet, not jet black, but I like a grayish black color. Okay, so like this black, yeah, this black is fine. And now we want a curve from this side, so this is bottom right side, sorry, bottom left side. So bottom left side should be 25 pixels, not 25. 25 is less, maybe 100. Yeah, okay, so 100 is fine. So yeah, so the bottom layer is also done, but now what we want is that we want two widgets on this specific screen. Okay, uh, one widget is another layer of area, and then we want to have all of the items. But I can see that I can use I can use the screen without using the stack widget even. But for this images we surely need to use stack widget, because you can see that image is overlapping the other image. So this is only possible with the stack widget. Okay, so let's see the next step we need to do. So the next step is having a purple layer, and purple layer of container, then we want these text. Okay, so let's see. So I'm gonna add insert my column here, and within this column I'm gonna add insert widget to container, and it will take the whole area, but the height would this time not be 75 but maybe 55. Okay, so yeah, the 55 is fine. No, 55 is also much percentage. 55, yeah, 55 is fine. And the radius would be 100%, and the color would be purple. So maybe we are gonna select the color by ourselves. So yeah, maybe let's suppose this color. And now this is my container, and I'm gonna add the text into it. So I already have a column here, and next thing is that I'm gonna let's see. So we need text, then row, text, then row. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so text, then row. Text first, text. Okay, then again text, then a row. We are gonna adjust it later. Okay, and within this row we also want one more text, so let's add text here. Okay, so that's fine. Now first of all I'm gonna adjust the column is fine, the row the container is fine, the text is like this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap this widget with the column, and I'm gonna add rest of widgets in to my column, because I want to add a padding across every side. Okay, so maybe it would be 20. That's fine. And now let's see the design. So yeah, everything is coming from the leftmost alignment. So you're gonna do this thing, Adobe XD event Europe, Adobe XD event Europe. Okay, so first of all make it side, And now I'm gonna add, oh sorry, so let's see. Okay, so let's move to my stack widget. Okay, so here I'm gonna add, let's suppose December 23 2024 maybe, and the opacity would be obviously less, so I'm gonna make it to this is fine. The size of this font is obviously much, maybe we can say 26 pixels, and here we're gonna write Adobe XD Europe exhibition maybe. Okay, so let's make it bold so that it will at least match the design. Forget about the design of this font style, because we are not focusing on to create the exact match. I'm just telling you how you can do this thing with using real-time example, because using real-time example people know, people understand better. So now we want two images stacking on each other, and then the name in which we are saying that name with 30 people's other. So maybe we can use this robotos. Now you can better see. Okay, so in this row, what we want obviously we want a text, and this text is saying that this text would say Muhammad Rameez, and with Muhammad Rameez with 30 other peoples. Okay, so let's suppose I want to do this thing, and the font should be 10, very small, and the opacity obviously maybe you can manage opacity here or color opacity. It's better to use color opacity. So okay, that's fine. And now in this row I want to insert a circular image. Okay, and the area should be only 20 pixels to, let's see, no, 20 is very less, so 30. Yeah, 30 is fine. And I'm gonna make it to this side, and let's make it to side by side for now. Okay, so this is fine. Now what I want is that image should stack. You can see first image, then on the back side it's second image. Okay, so this is okay. So for that reason, what we want is that I'm gonna add 20 pixels of or maybe 15 pixels of spacing here. And now this I'm gonna wrap it with the stack widget. So now you can see that stack widget is taking the whole area, even the space area as well. This is a trick which I use. So now if I'm gonna uh, copy this thing and paste it into the stack, control V, so you will not be able to see any change, because although the image is edited, but both images have the same spacing, so both images is looking into the same manner. So we are gonna remove this thing, and now you see better. Okay, so now it's stacked. Okay, so let's see, let's see the, so okay, so we don't, I'm gonna increase this thing to 20, and now it's more prominent, you can see. And if I'm gonna wrap this widget with a container, and I'm gonna add a border radius, and border color should be white, and border radius should be sorry, border width would be 2. So maybe, yeah, you can see that the border is there, but we need a circular border, so we want to make it circular. For that reason I'm gonna click here, and it would be 30. Yeah, that's fine now. Okay, and I'm gonna copy this. Okay, wrap this container as well. So wrap the properties as well. So the property would be border color would be primary text, and font size would be 2% of width, and it should be 20. Even what the area we have here, what's the area we have here? So okay, let's see, 30. So I'm gonna use it 30 as well here. So make it 30. Okay, 40. Let's remove it. Let's remove it for now. And let's remove this border as well because it's taking the other area as well. So let's remove this border, and now you can see that obviously these are not centered aligned. So how can you do this thing? I have already told you. Let me tell you. So you need to click on uh, children alignment to center. So if I click here, so I believe that both of them would be into the center and overlapping each other. So let's see. Okay, so it's moved to the rightmost side. We don't want move to left side and center. Now you can see. Okay, so let's remove the background black color as well because we don't want. Okay, yeah, now you see that. Okay, so there is a one more thing which you can do. You can simply add image spacing to 12 maybe, or even 8. Okay, and now you can make it to one side only and item spacing to 12. So yeah, that's how you can simply add the thing. So now I'm gonna copy my column and paste it inside my container, control V, and you can see that the container is wrapped upon another container, so we don't want this thing. So let's see. Okay, so I'm assuming this is my, so let's make it 35, and you will be able to see now, and the color change would be maybe this color, and yeah, that's good. And let's click on this uh, this column. Okay, so this is my column, and if I move to this column, okay, so I'm gonna copy my, okay, we only want one more thing here, not many much. So this is my this is my parent column, this is my column, and then we have this column. And if I duplicate this column, okay, so it's not looking better because it's mixed up. If it's better to use the name, it's better to add name so that it would be more understandable to you. Okay, so yeah, this column I'm gonna copy, if I'm not wrong, I'm gonna copy my this column and add it into this container control. Okay, not this, because this already taking the column. Okay, I messed up the things, so now I can't understand. I think this one. Okay, I guess yes. So 15, yeah, so I was right. So I just messed up the thing, so it's better to use the naming. So if I'm gonna add this thing, this color, so now you see better. Okay, so yeah, that's how you can simply add the things or manage things using stack widget. And now I'm gonna copy and paste it into my column container, which is this. So for now I don't want the spacing much, maybe the top spacing we only want 12 pixels from the, maybe 20 pixels, 20 pixels. And at this point we don't want exhibition promo, and we want to make it to the top. Okay, now that's look good. So that's how you can use the stack widget. And if you have any question related to stack widget, so you can let me know into the comment section, and I'll surely answer your question. And so here you can see these are the simple features. You can simply add width and height and default child alignment I have already shared. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you into the next one.